Hello, 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 all, and welcome to The Good Witch. This is your weekly astrological guide through the week of February 1st through February the 6th, okay? Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. And remember, this is a very general yet in-depth look at the week ahead, okay? So we are looking at Monday, February the 1st. Y'all know I keep my calendar. You're looking at February the 1st. So there'll be a lot of upset people, probably. People wanting their way, being very pushy, very bullying almost. Mobs and cancel culture where since you can't do it my way, we're just not going to do you at all anymore. Okay, well, you're not going for that. The Virgo energy that's around is going to try to settle these things in a very diplomatic, no nonsense way, right? So it'll be mildly successful, but of course there'll always be some people that are like Rage Against the Machine. They just don't want to. And there's nothing you can do about that. Don't try to fix that or change those people. You will probably hear it multiple times here. You cannot reason with crazy people. Okay? So this won't be too bad of a week this won't be a bad week unless you engage with the crazy people and try to convince them, convey your point to someone who doesn't understand reason. Now, I understand you want to help. We all want to help. But you can't help someone who does not want to be helped. Okay? Everyone is going to think they're right this week. And that continues on through Thursday, actually. Being in their stubborn behavior, in their stubborn nature. I'm going to pull some cards for this week. Because there's not a lot of planetary changes. There's a few, but not too many. And, that's not what we go into here. We just want to help you navigate through your week. On Saturday, you need to focus on love. Saturday, things finally kind of lighten up and you get to focus on love and focus on your love life. But I would advise that you stay inside on Saturday night. Expect a lot of fights, fist fights, arguments, disruptive behavior, drama, especially when you're in large group outings. If it's just you and your boo or you and your kid, that's fine. But if you go somewhere where there's going to be a lot of people, just expect Saturday night to have like a lot of foolishness. Foolishness is the nicer word. On Sunday, continue to sleep. Just sleep in on Sunday if you can. Focus on love and try to detox from the week. You're going to need to sage your space and sage your energy if you've gotten involved in those things. Now, a lot of you won't get involved in those things because you're going to listen and kind of stay to yourself this week and not mind just your business, but you're going to not engage people that try to pull you into fights, disagreements, or arguments. And you were trying to find balance last week as far as trying to figure out a way to make what you want come to pass with causing as little harm as possible to anyone else's lifestyle. So you were trying to decide if you were operating out of ego or from your heart last week. And your decision might have ticked off a couple people. If you were with someone based on your ego and you jumped out of that situation, even though I'm pretty sure I said don't just be jumping in and out of stuff, and you did it anyway, then they might be kind of upset. Or maybe you didn't even jump out of it. You just told them, well, I think I'm just here because we've known each other for so long. Or I'm here because I don't want to have to start over. Or I'm here because of whatever egotistical reason that there is and you don't have my heart. They could be very offended. you could have told your job, I'm here for a check, basically, in so many words. You might not, you probably won't use those exact words, but you know. And people could still be reacting to that. And they're like, well, if you don't want to be with me, you can't have anything that we have, or none of our friends are going to talk to you anymore, or you might be an outcast at work, whatever the case may be. Because you were trying to operate with your heart chakra without fully clearing your heart chakra. Because that means you didn't release the pride and ego like you were supposed to do last week with the full moon in Leo. You were supposed to do the cleansing work and the releasing work of releasing pride and ego, because you wouldn't say those things so blatantly without pride and ego being present. You would have found a more loving, endearing way to do it. So let's try to remember to do that, okay? Maybe I should do these for the month and not for the week, so that, you know, you get a better glimpse. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, or if you just like them coming weekly. But, so, let's look at love. Let's look at a love oracle card for this week. Okay, well, let's look at 3. So pick one of 3. I didn't intend for this to be a pick a card reading, but pick one of 3. This will be a very short-lived pick a card reading. And all 3 actually coincide. So if you picked, the first card that came up was 13, release. You're still releasing those places, those things that hurt you. You started the process a lot. Whoever, if you picked 1, or if you're not picking at all and you just need all 3, that's fine too. That was my intent. I wanted all 3 because I think, and now looking at them, all 3 do coincide. So you're still releasing those things and they're still leaving, but you're holding on to them and you're not letting them go as quickly as one would like, because you don't understand the process of how. And that's okay. That's a process that has to be learned. Okay? Like for some of you, people who feel this way, you would never, don't burn a blockbuster candle, especially not for me, because it blows things up that you're not ready for it to be removed. You want them to be removed, but you're not emotionally ready. You would need more of a road opener, because it does it a little bit more gently, okay? So if you still need to release things and you want to go on your path, but you're not in a rush and you want things to go slowly and quickly, not slowly and quickly, but not boom, you want it just to be a light drizzle instead of a thunderstorm, you need like a road opener candle just to ease that on out, okay? For those of you who were ready to release and you picked number 2 and you let that shit go, it's now time for you to rebuild. Now, you rebuild, you killed it, you let it go, you let it die. Or you're getting ready to. You're not scared, you're not wondering what's going to happen, you ain't wondering why, you just know you want that gone. And you're okay with it being gone and it can go. By my nose. That's it. And you've done that. Or you will be doing that this week. Now you rebuild from scratch. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Right, you can go. You can let it die. It can go. And now you can start rebuilding. But you need to start rebuilding internally. You need to start building yourself up before you start building a foundation anywhere else. Build yourself up to where you can withstand those things. So you can withstand situations, so that those things you just blew up don't just come back in another form. Those relationships and those situations that you just X'd out don't just come back in a new form. So you need to rebuild your internal self. You need to rebuild your vision. You need to rebuild your clarity. Okay? All right. For those of you who picked number 3, you are well on your way to finding balance, and love is, if not present, it truly wants to be for you. For those of you who picked number 3, you're well on your way to finding balance between those masculine and feminine energies around you. Very present, very real. Okay? And that is a beautiful thing. And you just are walking into it, and I just see so much abundance for you. Abundance is on the way, and it's because even if you look on this card, they have the heart chakra opened you, or you figured out whether you were moving in your heart or in your ego, and you started transitioning over to more heart-based decisions. And some of you actually, when you evaluated your decisions, realized that you were moving basically from your heart. So you didn't really have to change a lot. You are on key, you're on point, you're in tune with the universe, and you have been, and you will be. And those things that you've asked for are on the way without so much damage to those around you. Unless they're causing damage to themselves, and that is not your responsibility, and you are finally realizing that, okay? So, not our typical, nothing about us is typical, nothing about this channel is typical, nothing about you is typical, and nothing about me is typical. So, I appreciate you. I love that you've allowed me to be a part of your life, and I thank you. And thank you for being a part of mine. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and love for all your spiritual supplies, your sage, your candles, whatever you need, your crystals, crystal jewelry, gifts for other people, singing bowls. Go to the Good Witch supply store. That link will be in the bottom. And go to thgoodwitch.com for all your conjured items, things that are made specifically for you by me. And you can book a reading from either one of those places, okay? And you can book a reading from the link below. Peace, love, and light from the Good Witch.